Hello, everyone. This is an episode from Outside the Order, and it's a small YouTube channel. And I say small, actually, some 5,000 subscribers. This guy has been kind of all over the place in terms of other people, much bigger YouTube channels, reacting to his videos. I kind of actually, the older I get, the more I like these types of videos where people just kind of talk to the camera instead of making these super highly polished videos that I mean, they got nice at some point in time and they were novel, they were new. And at some point in time, as you get old enough, you just feel tired of fake, highly edited stuff. It could be special. Maybe it is. I mean, it is definitely the norm. I think my preference for authentic, organic, unedited stuff, raw footage and deeply personal footage you know, that's not the norm. The norm is highly edited, highly, I guess, scripted stuff. Anyways, this guy is kind of an interesting human being, actually. I wish he was in the same city as I was in. I'd like to actually talk to him over coffee or even like just do something, collaborate at some point in time. Anyways, not sure that he has an incentive to collaborate with me. I have like 2 followers so far. So anyways, let's see what he's got. And the title of the video is I Don't Relate to Anyone Anymore. Kind of a catchy, spooky title. Don't relate to anyone anymore. Anyone, right? It's like I've lost the ability to relate to people. Anyways, let's see what he's got.
I find I don't relate to anyone anymore. I used to. I never had this issue years ago. Like 10 years ago, growing up, I never was one that had like an insane amount of friends. I always kept a tight crowd. But I was able to have conversations. I was able to speak to people.
You're having a conversation right now. It's a one-sided conversation that's being recorded for people, and people are kind of reacting to it, and also while reacting to it in two ways, they're commenting on the video and they're also, doing reaction videos, producing secondary content based on this original piece of content, right? So kind of like you're having a conversation, actually, but I understand what you're trying to say.
And
I think what he means is live synchronous conversation, two-way conversation, right? Like talking to someone where they have to go and talk about their day and talk about the mundane things that don't really matter in life, and you have to fake being interested.
I don't know, it seemed normal, right? But now it doesn't. Now it just doesn't seem normal. I'm finding I don't relate to anyone.
I mean, that's a whole concept of change, right? Like when you change, something that used to be normal ends up being not normal anymore. That's the whole idea of not necessarily just maturing, but just kind of change in general, right? There are things that we accept at some point in time that become our normal up to a certain point when we wake up to the fact that, hey, you know what, I don't want to live that life anymore. So what used to be normal is very not tolerated anymore.
Even people that you'd think that you would relate to normally, you don't. And I don't know if it's from just like growing away from people, but I don't think it is. I think that there's like more of a systemic problem within our culture and society that's causing it, to be honest with you. I've noticed that everybody's caught.
Systemic means in general, I mean, it could be systemic, okay? But just in general, I'm a little bit skeptical when people say systemic, because what they mean by that is that it's out of my control. I'm the victim here, okay? So maybe it is systemic. but it's probably multifactorial.
In the same loop these days. It's one thing I've noticed, especially at work. Like everybody's caught in this cyclical cycle where all these conversations that
All cycles are cyclical.
everybody has, they seem so meaningless. And like it's just the same conversation that everybody's having. Nobody's really having any different types of conversations. Nobody's it's so surface level, it's just fake. That's just what I've noticed, really. Nobody's authentic. Nobody wants to be authentic. Nobody feels, I don't know if they feel like they can't be authentic, but I've really noticed that that's it. And, you know, nobody really has any hobbies. Like you talk to somebody and you ask them like, oh, how was your weekend? What did you get up to? Like nobody really does anything. Nobody talks about progressing with something or, you know, something that they've really been working on. And I could be just caught, I could be kind of stuck in a bit of a bubble, right? I work in construction, right? So we do road work and sewer mains, water mains, all that type of stuff. I run heavy equipment. I'm an operator. So I could just be the people that I'm around, but I really don't think so because, you know, I'll kind of have conversations with other people at the dog park and just know.
Yeah, I mean, it's called instant gratification. We're all kind of suffering from it. So it is actually, I guess, a little bit systematic. It's hard. It's hard to talk to people about substantive stuff when everything that they encounter and consume in their lives is commodified and kind of helps them with instant gratification. So, you know, I mean, yeah, I kind of see your point that it's kind of systemic.
People of kind of different stature and have different interests, and it kind of all seems the same, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah, things do sound the same. I mean, we're all consuming what the algorithm is feeding us. So, yeah, people are more or less kind of the same. I mean, just one funny example is if you go online and see people's Instagram pages and they all claim to like traveling, right? Like, have you met a person who says they don't like traveling or they don't like coffee? I mean, yeah, some people don't like coffee. Some people are into tea. Some people are into herbal tea. But I mean, in general, everybody likes to travel. Everybody really, to a certain extent, most people really like coffee. It's one of the most popular, if not the most popular daily drink that we have. So, as a society, and as a civilization as well. So, yeah, I mean, people are most, give or take, they're kind of the same, living the same lives, having the same issues and kind of daily mundane stuff. So, yeah, I think the big learning, the big lesson from this video is, I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe you're not, maybe the issue isn't really you or your brain. Maybe it is just people in general. And, at some point in time, you have to be at peace with that because you can't really change people. So you have to go specifically to the ecosystems where people you like will hang out, right? You have to go and get them or engage them in their natural habitat. So maybe that's the gym, maybe that's a like pick up soccer or pick up, I don't know, basketball or football. And maybe that's a local meetup. Maybe that's like a kind of a hike club or a run club. And maybe that's online, which is basically what you're doing. So I think this guy is on the right track. I think yeah, I mean, many of us are kind of struggling with the same issue, and which is connecting with other people and relating to other people. And I think, I think that going out of your comfort zone, generically speaking, right, which is basically what he's doing. I mean, it's not easy to create a video and be vulnerable in front of a lot of people you don't know. So actually, I think he's onto something. I actually like him. So it's a 10-minute video. We're gonna end it here. This guy's good. I'll keep reacting to his videos. He has like 45 videos. managed to get some 5K subscribers. Hey, that's good. Good stuff. All right, we'll see you in the next one.